I love the cut too. The cut is like I'm like so scared to go. I have a low cut underneath this thing, but I'm scared to go even lower. Like I'm like I should
Oh,
do it,
girl, please look at your face.
but
Ay, goody gal, coming with the truth, gal. Speaking for my emo chicks, always been a moody gal. Thicky at the waistline, move with the baseline. Motherfuck your punchlines. If I can't feel your vibe, I am on a different.
I believe that I'm a universe builder. Like I really believe that I build universes and worlds through my storytelling. And I think my music is a part of that, but I think just in my everyday being, I like to create different like versions of myself and different takes of like what I see and what I want to see. And so I think deep down I'm a universe builder. I think I've been that since a little kid. Like I used to
Love
create
that.
little imaginary stories of me being TLC and having a show and doing all the extraness, and I just like to imagine and create things, and that's who I am really. I listened to Erica Badu the other day, and she was talking about how she's not a recording artist, she's a performance artist because performance artist creates moments. And I really
Mm,
resonated with that because,
yeah,
she said recording artists try to perfect a moment, performance artists create them. And I was like, I get that. That's like
that's cool.
totally where I'm at with it.
Yeah, so we create moments over here.
That's
So
right.
as an artist, what is your art? How do you express what your music is?
Yeah, I think my music is my telling of my emotions and my inner worlds. I think music can transcend in a lot of different ways, but for me, it's always been about like healing or working through things that I'm working through in my existence. Um, yes, I play in my music, I wild out in my music, I do all those kind of things, but all of it kind of speaks to like get into my inner child and giving her some time to be her greatest self. I think as a kid, I always wanted to be an artist and a star, but I was never really pushed in that direction as a kid because, like, growing up in the hood, there's
Yeah.
no time for that.
No, you
And
need to be a doctor, you need to be a
you,
lawyer,
you
you need
know
to
what it was. You know what it was. Um, and I'm grateful for my mom pushing me in those directions because it at the root it made me very hardworking for the things that I do want to create. But I had to figure out and reparent myself through my art, I think. And so a lot of my music is surrounded by just my inner world and experiencing and bringing it out to the real world too.
Okay. Well, when did you find out that you actually had talent in music?
Yeah, so it started actually with a partner of mine. He wanted to be a rapper really bad when I was like 15, and he used to like play all the rap records, and we used to fight about who's better, like Hove or Jada Kiss, and that
Yeah.
was our thing.
Yeah. That's
And then and then he sadly passed away and like really immediately, and I just didn't know how to handle it. But he always used to push me to write poetry. He was like, I think you're an incredible speaker and writer, and you should just try poetry. And so I would use poetry to heal myself pretty much. I was like not able to talk to anybody at home about his passing and stuff like that. So I would write. I would just write and write and write. And then I started doing like shows in college and everywhere. And before I knew it, I was like opening for Kanye and Q-Tip and all these crazy people. And I was just like, what the hell is going on? But
amazing.
it is amazing. My journey is very much so through God's grace, I like to say,
Oh
because
yeah.
I don't know. I didn't think I was gonna become a rapper or an artist at like this, or even make music. I thought I was gonna go into journalism or something like that. But like I thought I was gonna be like you and just be interviewing people. But the universe had different things for me, and so I just followed what excited me. I was all
Yeah.
about follow what's exciting, and rap and music and hip hop always been exciting to me. And so I just ran that course and still running it. Just in different ways now, I feel like.
face, so I'm in a fear there's trouble. Running out of steam, so my feet get double. I don't get weak, so the boys get.
The first 5 years of my career, I really didn't know nothing about the music industry. I just knew that I had a passion for music and art and hip hop. And so I was just running the course and finding myself just doing things, but there was no intention. I just was like in it and just like running. Didn't understand money, didn't understand anything about getting money in the industry I was in. I just thought people got signed and then that was it, right? But
Right.
then I learned so much just being in the fire, like literally getting burned and like watching myself go through, people trying to manage me, and it was terrible management, going through shows not trying to pay me, going through like all these things that I was just like, oh, there's got to be different ways to do this. And I felt through a deep depression. I can't even lie, because I was dealing with this tug of war of really loving this thing I love and wanting to do it, but the industry did not speak to myself and like who I am. And
Right.
so fell into a deep depression and stopped making music for some time. And then a woman heard one of my songs called Black Magic that I had released on SoundCloud. And she was just like, yo, who are you, shorty? Like, why are you not out here? And I was just like, the industry sucks. I hate this thing. I'm dealing with a lot. And she became a mentor to me. Like, she really like transformed my mindset on like how to maneuver and navigate through
Nice.
life. I can't say her name or whatever, because she told me to promise to never say her name, but she really just helped me. And then I was going through a hard time with my family, and I needed to like figure out how to get out of my situation. And she gave me $10,000, and she said, hey girl, move out, and I need you to promise me you're gonna move into being an artist full time. And I was like, what? And she was like, just do it. And that was the first time I had somebody just invest in me. And so I took that as an angel, like a true angel investor, and
Yeah.
was like, I have to do this thing. And what I decided was that I wanted to figure out independence for as long as possible, because I hated the industry. I didn't
Yeah.
like what people were doing to me. And so I navigated all types of things. I song wrote for people, song wrote for commercials, was making dollars off of residencies, whatever I could make a dollar off of, I was making a dollar off of without signing. I was like, we're
Right.
gonna make a dollar without signing. And that's what started my path off, just making a decision to put my autonomy and my sovereignty first was like it.
Hmm.
And just saying like, I want to focus on Latashá as a bigger entity, and thinking like that. Like, just the fact that sometimes you just got to be like, nah, I am the biggest thing
Yeah.
out. No,
Yeah.
I don't care who's anywhere. Like, I am that girl for real. And I believed in that. Even with my doubts, even with my fears, I was like, deep down in the core of myself, I knew that I was that girl.
And now, where are we in our
Mm.
career? Because I see, are you still independent? I'm seeing a lot of, a lot of
Different things.
movement. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very much so independent. I am deep in technology now.
Yes.
I'm the tech girl if you need a tech girl. I'm
Oh.
big in Web3, which people are always like, what the hell is a Web3? But I like to say it's like the evolution of the internet, where creators become the focus, and like the economy is focused on the creator instead of the platform or corporation. And so I'm really grateful to be a leader in that, because it speaks to my whole ethos. My whole thing was figuring out independence, figuring out how to transform how we get the dollar without a corporation saying you got to wait 6 months for your check. I was
Right.
like really big on that. And so got into NFTs, which is a scary word to a lot of people, got into that world in 2020, and then ran up digital collectibles and became one of the first artists to make what a record deal would have given me through just
Insane.
Web3.
Congratulations.
Thank you. One of my music videos was on YouTube for a year, and then I put it on Web3 and it sold $50,000. And I was like, what are we talking?
Girl.
I was like, what are we
The
talking about?
cameras.
Yeah, changed my
You know
life.
what?
Changed my life.
Now,
That's how
see, that is crazy because a lot of us be sitting around on YouTube, and now IG's deciding not to pay people
I
for
saw that.
content and stuff anymore. And I think, you know, just the way that content creation and influencer world and all that is going now financially, it's changing.
Mm-hmm.
So to hear something like that,
Yeah. Yeah.
what?
It transforms your life. That could transform your life.
There's an album in the works.
Yes.
Tell us about, well, you know, we don't want to spoil anything because this will be out, you know, ahead of Black Music Month, which is June.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to talk about your music and like the evolution of
Yeah.
yourself as an artist and then into what you're working on now.
Yeah, so I've been making music for some time. I have one well-known album on like Spotify called Teen United Empire, but like I said, I took a lot of time off and on. So I would just do singles and just kind of move with the single game. So I have a really fire single called Who I Am that everybody loves. It was on Netflix and a bunch of different
Nice.
shows and everywhere. So everybody always hits me up about that record. And I love that record because I really think it defines me. And like all the things that I could bring forward.
Nice.
And then I have a new album that I'm working on that I can't say too much about, but we've been dropping little peeks of it at different galleries, including Sotheby's. So we just dropped, yeah, I just did a drop on Sotheby's for it.
That's
But it's
beautiful.
called Start Here because I think I don't think it's about my rebirth and re-parenting myself, and I'm really grateful for this project because it speaks to my higher selves, it speaks to just the universe of Latashá, and I think it's the beginning, so it's starting here for the new
Wow.
Latashá, which I'm hype about. I'm really hype about.
Yes.
So if you're interested in like music that is hip hop, dance, women empowerment, Black women empowerment, storytelling, all that kind of stuff, I think I'm a good world for y'all to catch on.
That's amazing, Latashá. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank
You
you so
continue
much.
to, yeah, you continue to challenge what it is to be an artist, especially these days. And to see someone like you be so serious about what they sound like, what they present. I love that. I love
Yeah.
Black women that are just stepping truly into who they are.
Yeah, but still be fun. I want this to
Yeah,
be a fun, enjoyable experience. But I think it's really important that we create new blueprints right now. And so that's my work, creating the Tosh blueprint so that more artists could possibly follow it in the future.
that's amazing. Well, that is my time with you. I was going to ask you what you want people to know about yourself as an artist and your music, but I feel like you just
Yeah,
said it
yeah,
there. But is there any other messaging you would want to give folks? Maybe
yeah.
people that haven't even heard you at all.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead and go and check me out on all DSPs, Apple Music, Spotify. It's Latashá with an accent on the A. And if you want to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, it's called me Latashá, Latasha. And just know that there's some world building dance musicians out here going crazy. So I hope you follow me. Feel free to ask me questions too. I'm always open to answer questions and just be there for the world.
Real quick with that, real with that, yeah.